is going on, people? Back with some more content on the white truck. I honestly don't remember the last thing I filmed. It might have been Daddy block sanding the bed. That might have been the last thing I filmed. Here's what we're going to try and do today. Today's Saturday, the weekend. We really only have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to work on this thing. Got to go to work, make money to pay for it. But today we're going to try and get the inside of the doors painted white. Get the inside of the door jambs painted. Get the bottom of the hood painted. Same thing on this door jamb. And also, he's wanting to paint these two small pieces, and I think he's going to try and paint the tailgate today. Just wanting to shoot a little paint to help us get a little bit more motivation to do the rest of it. But I'm gonna be filming all this, so just stay tuned and see how it looks. Yesterday we did a little bit of painting, and I forgot to whip out the camera, but there wasn't really much to see anyway. But Daddy painted the inside of the door jambs because he wants to be able to put the doors back on before we paint the entire truck. So we went to paint the inside of the doors, but the paint was fish eyeing. Daddy called it fish eye. So apparently something is contaminating the surface and the paint doesn't want to act right on it. And we have this grease and wax remover that I scrubbed. I mean, I wiped the whole thing down before we painted it, but for some reason the doors were acting up. Got the bottom side of the hood painted. It turned out pretty nice. Looks a lot better than it ever has. We're probably going to put a few coats of clear on that. That way it'll be easy to clean because under the hood is kind of dirty. Same thing with this door. It did the same thing. And then these two little pieces. This piece goes under the front grille, in between the bumper and the grille. Then that piece, that's the windshield wiper piece. Daddy apparently sprayed too much paint on this at one time, and as it dried, it cracked open. So we're gonna have to redo these. This one did it also in a few places. We have to redo these small pieces. We got to re-prep the doors, so hopefully they'll paint right. But this whole ordeal, this whole thing is a learning experience. But my dad painted my brother's truck after it got totaled. Fixed the front end. One of the fenders, the frame got destroyed. He fixed the whole truck and repainted the whole thing. And it turned out really, really good. But that was his first time doing it. This is only his second time doing it. So this is kind of learn as we go. But it's going to turn out. And I'm going to try and be a better filmer because I suck at filming. Because I'm all by myself. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to get to work on it today. Today is Sunday. We're having a family reunion today, so I don't think we're going to have time to work on the truck any. But I just wanted to add a little bit of an update here as to what's going on. We're about to spray these two little pieces with sealer, which is basically a thinned out primer, tinted white, to help us not have to put so much paint on it. Alright, we're about to throw a little bit of paint. Gonna paint these two pieces. They've been sealed with the sealer primer. We're gonna put one more coat on the bottom of the hood because it's a little bit thin. And then there's a couple little touch-up places on the inside of the door jambs that we gotta do. Then we'll do a little bit of clear coat after that. Alright, Daddy got the paint shot on these pieces. I think he put 3 coats on them. Just three light coats. That sealer primer being a white sealer primer, it gets the color of it a lot closer. That way, when he paints it, he doesn't have to put so much paint on it. Because I think I showed this in the video, but I can't remember. But the first time he painted both of these pieces, they cracked open. And it's because he had to put so much paint on them to cover up, to cover the dark colored primer. So that sealer primer gets the color closer to the final color. Anyway, that way it doesn't take nearly as much paint to get it done. He put one more coat on the bottom of the hood. I think that looks better. In about 15 minutes, we're going to put clear coat on the inside of the doors, the bottom of the hood, them two little pieces, and inside these door jambs. And after we get that done, we're going to be able to put the doors back in the cab, and then we'll seal around it with tape or whatever so we can work on the outside of the cab. He's putting on the clear coat now. What? Got the clear coat put on all these pieces. Looks real nice. But we finally got something accomplished, it seems like. So we'll have more motivation now to do the rest of it. Even got the door jambs looking good. Nice and shiny. Next thing, we're probably going to work on the bed, the tailgate, the bed and the tailgate. I think we want to try and have the bed, the tailgate, and I think even the hood completely done this weekend. Now we are going to wet sand the bed with 400 grit sandpaper. Alright people, we're back Saturday, the day after putting all the clear coat on. Today, we're going to try and get the doors put back on. We're going to try and Daddy's going to start block sanding the top of the hood. Mask the bottom of the hood, that way we don't get any overspray on it. The whole bed has been block sanded and wet sanded. Any bare spots of metal, he put self-etching primer on. Alright people, let me show you what we've got done. I put up the paint booth. It's inflatable. Got the blowers on it back here. And we are going to try and paint the tailgate. and the truck bed today. And also, Daddy's over here working on block sanding the hood. And we're gonna try and get the hood painted today as well. All right, we got everything in the paint booth that we're gonna paint right now. Me and Abby have to wipe down everything with this wax and grease remover. So we're gonna wipe all that down and then we're gonna get to painting. Alright, Daddy got the sealer primer on it. Got it all looking good and white. Next step is paint, the actual paint. This thing is going to look amazing when we get done with it. At least amazing compared to what it used to look like. Got the gas doors up here. We sprayed both sides. It's gonna look nice, isn't it, Abby? She said she hoped so. It's gonna look really good when we get done. All right, people, the base coat is on. 2 coats of base coat is on the truck. In 20 minutes, we're going to put the clear coat on it, and it is going to look fine. Stay tuned for just a little longer, and you'll get to see the shiny white new paint. People, things are looking good. The 3rd coat of clear is on this thing, and that's not gonna work. Had some ugly green primer. Had some ugly green primer to hit the bare metal spots, and I can see it. That's not good. I can see everywhere that it was sprayed. Same thing on the bed. That's not good at all. That is not good at all. And it's super shiny and slick. But that's not gonna work. You can see where that stuff was at. That's not good at all. That sucks. I'm gonna go tell Daddy and he's gonna be like, oh my gosh. Yep, we gotta redo all this. Awesome.